Why?
Wait, I should have done the...
Until you start to...
But I always
blue.
love it when like all of us seem to do like movement with our paused faces.
Yeah. Right.
I was like
So-
trying to hold it.
Woo! Here's my pause. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you. I dig it.
Okay. Well, we're recording then.
All right, so we're good.
Just waiting.
No,
Just waiting.
I'm coming at you.
Just waiting.
Coming at you.
Hey!
Jingle,
Bells.
jingle.
Jingle.
That work? No,
Yeah.
no.
Boots and cats. Boots.
That was your clap, bitch.
Boots and
Oh,
cats.
I'm starting.
Sorry.
Yes, boots and cats. Look it up on YouTube. It's rather amusing.
Okay.
Anywho, welcome everybody to another episode of
Not just
Midnight.
another episode.
It's it's
It's
special.
it's technically
The episode.
It's our Hanukkah episode.
it's our Christmas episode.
I was gonna go with Kwanzaa. But
Kwanzaa.
Okay.
I'll do Hanukkah. You do Kwanzaa.
Sure.
And you
I'll-
get
Christmas, Hanukkah,
Christmas,
Kwanzaa.
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, you did. Wouldn't be the first
Nothing
time.
new.
Said the Jewish mall.
So we are Midnight Movie Distillery. I'm one of your hosts, Logan Lynch.
I'm another one of your hosts, Warwick Price.
And guess what? Who I am? I don't.
IR.
Lon Black at the end. Okay.
Whatever.
So today's special, as mentioned, I'll let you take it from there then.
What
since you're
holiday?
Mr.
What holiday is it?
Whichever one you want it to
Black
be.
Christmas.
It's a Black Christmas.
Oh.
It's a Black Christmas.
We did have a lot of choices for movies on Christmas.
We did.
There was.
We did.
There was quite
we
a
did.
few.
There was quite a few.
So
But we wanted to be hip.
we
Not
wanted to
only
be
we wanted to
hip
be
and,
hip,
and
but-
go with a modern Christmas movie.
It's going to be a classic, I think. Christmas classic.
Well, why don't you just
We'll see.
why don't you
Yeah.
whip your barrel out right now?
So we went with Terrifier 3. as
Terrifier
our
3.
movie.
Which may be abbreviated throughout this episode as T3,
T3.
because I
T3.
heard Terminator 3 sucks, so this could.
Oh,
replace
this will
that.
be the new T3?
Yeah, new T3.
All right. Why
Let's
not?
see.
I didn't even
Why
know Terminator 3.
Anyway, so as you know by now, because you've watched all of our episodes,
Every one of them.
The first of the pair of episodes is all about bourbon. So come back next week to watch the movie. Let's talk about T3.
Which technically would be next week on Christmas.
On Christmas.
Yes.
We're going
If
to
we
release.
do the technical
I
thing
was
correct,
gonna say,
and
if we
actually
do
release
everything
it on the
correctly.
correct day.
On Christmas Day.
Unlike long legs.
Long legs.
legs.
No, I
legs.
think I probably did that on purpose because I want that to be out there that people, if they missed it the first time, I'm gonna redeploy it. I don't care.
Well, again, yeah, I'll do it again because I did
Yeah.
the same on social media.
'Cause
Anyway,
people need to not watch
Bourbon.
the movie.
our bourbon guy right here, our alcohol guy,
Yes. Our
not necessarily
our alcohol person.
because we don't know what it is. We've had some non-bourbons over the last several episodes.
Yeah, I
including-
noticed the little crinkle in your nose when you said that. Like,
Well,
non-bourbons.
I can just about see Pisco.
Yeah.
From
I can still see
from the corner.
NKD from here. So
Yeah. Which that should have been thrown out a long
Yeah.
time ago.
Yes.
Um,
Anyway,
So,
what do we got?
For Terrifier 3, I was thinking of, honestly, this was not easy. So I went through the bourbon. When we did the 80s bourbon reviews, I've got thousands of bottles, not even joking, thousands of bottles, little joke, in my bar.
Sorry.
Dude.
That tells me to move.
I thought that was.
By
like,
the way,
I'm having
you
a
look
heart attack.
good, man. You're looking good.
Thank you. I'll take it.
I don't know if they
I'll take
notice
it.
because you're behind
He's
the
hitting
desk
on
all
me.
the time. Look at this guy. Looks like Nick Cage.
That's
Why wouldn't I?
That's why I'm in the
That's
middle.
what I'm going for.
To come up with one that was matched with Terrifier 3, it was not easy. There's a couple bourbons I'm saving for specific movies, so I couldn't
Okay.
really pull those out. But I did bring one that's sort of an oldie but a goodie, but we haven't rated it yet.
Okay.
Okay.
We've all had it, but we just haven't rated it yet.
Oh.
So I was trying to think of what would be Terrifier 3, a lot of blood, a lot of pain.
A lot of blood, a lot of pain.
Okay.
Oh,
Von Payne.
that is very cool.
Right? We've got our gargoyle on top. I've got to pull out the stopper that's in there.
That's going to fall
this-
in.
does this count?
Mine has fallen in. Oh.
Has it?
Yeah. So just be very cautious.
So, we
That
have
is the
never
coolest
rated
stopper, by the way.
It is.
the Von Payne. This is normally only you can only get it in Florida, but now you found it in some other places? you
Yeah,
said?
I've been seeing it here in Illinois. That was
Really?
originally where we could only get it. I found it down there plentiful. I think they're out of that area, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in
Yeah,
Florida.
yeah.
They're in
Yeah,
Florida.
so
They're from Florida.
I brought back a bottle thinking, hey, I'll give this to Lon. Lon's like, oh, I already got one. I was like, thanks. Thanks for telling me.
Because Warwick beat him to the punch.
I got it from.
No, it's fine. So then I just drink it myself.
But the deal with this is that it is infused with black currant.
or currant.
Current.
Or currant.
No,
Current
currant.
events.
It's not. It could have been old. It's not current.
It's black currant.
No, it's not. That's like the tide. There's a current in the tide.
It doesn't matter whether it's also another word.
Should we say it like we do in the Midwest? Currant.
Current.
Currant.
Current. So,
Anyway.
and zoom in on that. You can see that. Yeah, we can zoom in.
Yeah.
All right.
So it comes
So-
out of the gargoyle's mouth.
So we do. In fact, yeah, I should kind of.
He's
Can
going
you
to
see
do a
that?
board.
How,
Maybe this
how
should
can
get
we?
moved.
There we go.
There we go.
I guess
We
do
can't
it.
zoom in, but
Yeah, do it. We got to make the throw up sound.
Look, he's coming.
Ooh, it looks pretty thick.
yeah, that does look thick, doesn't it?
Yes.
Next glass, please. By the way, I'm going to need another bottle after this, boys.
Ooh, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. They have jacked the price up since the last time I got it. I got it
well,
for
because now it's just
my
it's out
bottle
here.
down in Florida. I got for like I don't know, $38, $39,
Well-
and now I'm seeing it for 60, like 60.
60?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth
58,
60.
yeah.
Because I
58,
think I
60.
because I bought mine. I bought it online, and I think it was like $50.
Did you go Cask Cartel, or was that even a thing? I think they're a ripoff. I don't know. I
keep-
shouldn't say that out loud. I don't know. for
No,
sure.
I mean it's because if you want to, you sponsor us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
happily-
maybe.
take it.
Maybe
happily
we'll
say
that'll
that
change
you're
our tune.
awesome. Anyway, okay, so let's do our.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. So what we like to do, which I'll let them do their sips while I just babble because I like to hear myself talk. We do about 3 sips before we really make a true statement about what we think.
The thing that is actually really good about this is when you smell it,
Yeah.
there is a perfect combination of bourbon and black currant.
Right.
Yeah.
You mean currant?
No, black currant.
Okay.
That's why I
All
said it
right.
first.
I don't know what currant is. Is that a berry like the currant?
It's like a black. It's
Okay.
like a black
All
currant.
right. Okay.
Black currant affair.
Yes.
I think-
But it's a really good blend.
Yeah,
of,
the smell is
of
great.
smells.
Yeah, it is. And
There's
I
no
don't want to
tang
talk
to
about
it?
the taste yet because
Yeah.
we're
Okay.
going to rate it first.
All right.
But
I'll let you guys.
we've
do your
already
discussion.
talked about this one before amongst ourselves. But it's good to revisit it too because now
It really is.
Yeah,
know.
it's been a while since I've had it.
right.
Because I'll hold off all to what I'm going to say until we do our
Oh yeah,
rating.
we got to do our barrel rating.
But
Do a barrel rating.
yeah.
Yeah, the smell is definitely excellent. Excellent.
And it is funny because it definitely is. It's a thicker
it is
liquid.
because there's sugar. They had sugar.
Yeah, because it's
But
kind
it's not.
But it's kind of reminiscent of like the thickness is almost reminiscent of like the barbecue ones.
But it's not
Newport
as sweet as
Richie.
those. Definitely not as close
No,
to being as
no,
sweet.
no, no, no.
Yeah, I'm interested. I don't have a.
So it's
It
kind
felt.
of
It
up there.
smells like it should have more of a burn. I think. I don't know if you guys get
It
that.
is pretty up there. It's a 90 proof.
Yeah,
So
I didn't get
that's
that
pretty
much
up there.
burn from it. I don't know if that's the sweetness killing it off there, but
Maybe. I mean, maybe the black
don't-
currant.
They don't go into too much detail after that.
saying it as much as you can.
Because it's the fucking correct way to say it.
Notice I just won't say it because I don't want to sound stupid either way. Oh god.
I'm sorry, that ship has sailed.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
long gone.
That's all right.
Okay.
Clumpton.
Are we 3 in?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I am
I'm
3 in.
in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for those that in fact don't watch our show,
Yes,
we
we
do
should
a
explain.
barrel scale to do our rating. We originally created a scale of 1 through 5, but then very quickly decided that was kind of limiting. And so we'll often do effectively point numbers, but still using the ones we have. So we can never go higher than a 5.4. Unless you're long, then you just make up shit and put numbers together that
That's
don't
what I'm
really
doing.
That's what the dot is
Do
for.
things.
So I can have a point.
Point.
So I can fraction.
Dewey Decimal System.
What is
What's
the
the
point of that?
Wow, you guys.
Okay.
We're ready.
Okay, hold on. Okay, what's the over-under on whether Logan's going to fuck up the his number?
I'm feeling good about this. I am not touching it. I want to see.
It's
I
not
wanna
high
see
because
now.
it's too typical that he does.
Well, he
that,
has 3
but-
numbers. I mean,
I have 3,
Oh,
so I can
Jesus.
really fuck it
he
up.
can really mess up.
All right. Okay.
Ready?
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you took all the numbers on that one.
sorry.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, let's do this again. 1,
Oh,
2.
3. Now you took two.
All
of them.
right, what did you get? What did you get?
God, Jesus.
4.53?
No.
Look, he fucked it up. What are the
hold on.
odds?
Wait, how does it look on there?
What are the
I think it
odds?
looks right on there,
I think
right?
it's a drinking game. I think we should just
No.
you should drink
Yeah,
it.
that's
got
it.
four
We can make our own.
every time he fucks up.
No, that's
This whole
wait.
show is a drinking game.
No.
What was the
Don't
number?
feel bad because Warwick fucked his up too.
Okay.
Oh fuck
You
yeah,
got
I
a
did.
5.2.
See?
Jesus Christ.
I can't even read that. Why
I
is
swear,
that?
if you play the video back, I did have it correct originally.
You didn't, because when you showed it to me, I'm like, what?
Oh, what
That's
the
not-
fuck? How did
Anyway.
that end up over there? It's
So what the fuck is your number?
supposed to be 3.9 for fuck's sake.
3.9. Okay, okay.
I can't get it.
Oh, because you're saying
3 plus 5,
and
0.5, 0.4, yes. So,
Wow.
Okay.
Because I'm a fan.
Right.
I did 2.5.
Wow, you
What?
went way low.
sweet.
Consuelo.
It's almost a 3.
I did 3.1 because I thought a 3 wasn't
You were
good
literally
enough.
like 2 points above mine. Well, don't complain that
Not
I'm
if you
like
use
so
his
low.
scheme where
Yeah.
you can do a
We can
3.9
go everywhere.
or 4.9.
Well, I'll do pi if we have to.
It's well, actually, you rate it the highest, so you should go first.
All right. I'm a fan. I do like, as people have probably watched from every episode, I do like my whiskey on the sweeter side.
And this isn't
But
a
I
super
feel like,
sweet
yeah, I
whiskey.
feel like this is a good balance
Yeah.
between sweet and it still has the potency, I feel like, of a, what is it, 90 proof we said?
90 proof.
Yeah, so and the smell is great, so I think this is definitely something you could whip out at a party other than something else. There it is. But and you could have anybody that's non-whiskey drinkers would probably, they might cringe a little bit at the 90 proof side of it, but anybody that's somewhat had whiskeys, I think would be okay with this.
I agree with that part. I think anybody who's beginning at whiskey would just adore this.
So
Why did you hate it so much?
so here's the thing. If you
Because you had the one with the currant. You didn't have one
Yeah,
with
he didn't have the
currant in it.
currant.
So here's the thing. If you remember, Riley, when we first tried this,
Yeah.
when I first got it for you,
Yeah.
I didn't actually like this very much.
No, you didn't because it was too fruity and sweet.
But I'm wondering whether at the time we had previously had other drinks before.
prior?
Because
Entirely likely.
yeah, very, very, very true.
Yeah.
But because it's funny because it's like I like this way more
Because it's your first drink.
because it's my first drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think the sweetness of it isn't quite so like shocking.
Right.
And genuinely, it is a really, really good combination of a good bourbon with just because I don't necessarily I smell the black currant way more than I taste black currant.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well,
but-
I don't know. It's pretty thick and sweet. I can taste it.
But yes, I taste sweetness. I couldn't necessarily identify this as black currant sweetness versus
Yeah, that's
sugar
true.
See,
sweetness.
I disagree a little bit. I can definitely taste the berry flavor of this, but that heat in there keeps it balanced.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
heat keeps it from being too sweet.
Is
Even
the-
though it's obviously thickened
yes.
with sugar,
Thickened.
it's
Do you-
not that
I was
sweet.
going to say, is that probably what made you give it a lower
Oh,
score?
I
Is
wouldn't
because
doubt
of the mouthfeel, do you think?
I
Or-
think to me it's still too sweet for me.
Okay.
Um,
But less than
but
even
less.
your first.
And it's like now I have knowledge that says if I were to
You should name him.
yeah, if this was my first drink of the evening, I think I could make this the first drink of my evening on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a nice sweet lead in.
Yeah.
But you don't like the big thing. Like for us anyway, I know you're the same way in this one. You not so much. When it's a sweet drink, you can have like one,
Right.
maybe two, and then you're done because it's
Right.
just too much sugar. But this, not so much. This is a little bit lighter. This I could do 2 or 3. Not that I would though. It seems like this is your starting drink, then you go on to something else.
Right.
But I don't think it's that sweet.
This is
I don't
it's
think
almost like this is your like aperitif.
Oh, your aperitif.
Yeah, so you're gonna say that word as well then?
Ape tit? What did I hear?
A pair of teeth.
Just drink your glace.
Yeah.
Drink out of your glace.
So I guess we could test your theory, because I did bring something, a
Oh.
little present for
A little summit.
a little something for us. So I'll let
Yeah.
you finish this.
Oh yeah. Should I do it? We'll probably need a rinse.
Yeah, you're probably better off rinsing, just in case. So this will be interesting to see, because you went the opposite way before. You had this after other drinks.
True.
So now this will be, you had that first, and now we'll even give him the option to change his score later. What do you think about that? If he's
Sure. You know what we really need?
up for it.
It's like a biscuit.
All right.
A biscuit.
It cleans your palate.
It cleanses your
What a
palate.
great idea. Why didn't somebody think of that?
Someone should really come up with
Somebody's got to
Sunglasses.
invent that.
You know, one of these days.
And I'm going to call it like,
One of these days we're going to come in. And he's like, well, as it happens, here you go.
and I'm going to name it like, fuck you, Lon Wolf. That's what it's going to be called. And then I'm going to go be rich, and you're going to laugh at us. Okay, so it kind of goes along with the Christmas spirit, what I saw. And
Christmas spirit.
it was kind of just happened to be walking through the binnies, and I saw this, and I thought, oh, the
That
amount.
will fit right in my pocket.
Can I get out the door with this? But it was actually it kind of caught my eye, and I actually didn't buy it initially, but I thought about it for like a day or two, and then went back and actually bought it. But
It's not some candy cane flavor.
it is not. No, it is something. It's something that I don't think we've done, if I'm not mistaken. You guys may have had it at some point, but I know I have not, and I've seen the bottles of this. This is smaller versions of the bottles, but I've wanted to try it just because I've heard good things, and it's usually out of my price range, I think.
Okay.
But I got a trio of Heaven's Door.
I am a
Christmas.
big Heaven's Door fan.
Yeah.
You are? Okay. Well, then that sucks, because I was hoping nobody had tried it yet.
Oh, well, there's 3 of them.
So there's 3 in
I
here.
probably
So
haven't tried it at
according
least
to this,
one.
we've got Revival, Revelation, and Refuge. So Refuge. I don't know. How do you say it?
Refuge.
Refuge?
Refuge?
Refugee. I was like
Refugee?
Refuga.
That says refugee.
Yeah. No, refugee has the
That's
extra
refugee.
Rafigi.
E. Jesus Christ. So anyway, so I thought, yeah, one's a Tennessee straight bourbon whiskey, 46% alcohol, 92 proof. Revelation's double barrel whiskey, 50% alcohol, 100 proof, and then Refuge is a straight rye whiskey, 46 and 92.
Why does it look like that on Refuge? It's showing you the middle finger.
It probably is.
It's sort of.
Maybe.
Do you
So-
know why they call it Heaven's Door? and-
I know nothing about
the
this.
gate, so I can
let's
tell
see if it's
you.
on the back of the box. No, I don't see it.
So this is the one that was done as a collaboration
Bob Dylan.
See,
with Bob.
he just makes fucking.
I just read it on the back.
Oh, you did. With Bob Dylan, and those images on the front are parts of his gate to his property.
Oh.
Because he had some artist come out and do the gate to his property.
I thought you were
It's
talking
very
about, like, the way he
elaborate.
walks or
No, no.
It's like, all right.
That would be Gatti. And then that's where they got it from.
Gatti.
But really, because I thought, oh, wow, collaboration with him. But no, what that means is they paid him to use his name.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So he didn't actually have, Bob Dylan didn't actually have anything to do with the taste of these things.
Unlike the Bob Hoffman one.
Oh.
Exactly.
So
Where he
I
has
guess I
all
should have
the
read the
say
back
in
of
it,
it.
really.
I could read the back to give everybody the action.
okay,
It
read
says,
the back.
Heaven's Door is a collection of handcrafted American whiskeys co-created with Bob Dylan. The perfect blend of art and craft, a collection of stories to be savored and shared. Each bottle of Heaven's Door showcases Dylan's distinctive welded iron gate he created in his studio, Black Buffalo Ironworks.
There you go.
But to exactly that point, nowhere does it say, it highlights Dylan's like love for bourbon.
Right,
Yeah, it's
right.
like, no,
Because he's not a big bourbon guy.
No.
Well,
So-
he might be, but he's
So,
certainly not.
I guess we should crack this open.
Yes.
So,
Spread them legs.
should we try one with this and then one
So
with the
I don't know
movie
which you would
forward?
like to start off with. I will let you guys
Well,
choose
I
that.
can tell you this. If you do all those with the rye is really going to taste peppery.
It's going to taste.
I
If
was
you
probably
go-
not going to go for the rye.
Right, because if you do the rye after this sugar
Well,
stuff,
I think we should
it's gonna
all
be
do.
real
We
peppery.
should do all of them. I just didn't know which one you would like to.
Well, let's start with the basic, the starter, the brand,
The revival.
the straight bourbon whiskey.
Okay. And that is
The other one's a high proof, right?
No, that's the hybrid.
So they get
the
look like they got higher in proof. So it's
So the Tennessee
92,
is
100, and 92. So
is the lowest one.
Okay, so the 92.
start
bourbon,
off with the 92.
which is the red, I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is revival, or revival,
All right.
depending.
Revival.
Oh
Reveille?
wait. Ooh. Actually, I should let you do this. This is your
Oh,
thing.
well,
man.
yeah, but it's not. It's your
Just
bourbon.
do it.
now.
No, it's
only 'cause
technically
he
a gift for you guys.
because he
so-
can't get the top off.
I know I'm weak, for fuck's sake. Not supposed to tell everybody.
It's a little dry in here. We got some
yeah.
static going on. Look at
That's
this. It's
shocking.
like,
Oh, see, look.
oh, I've already got it
your
down.
little
It's just-
fingernail.
Look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it.
Oh god! Now watch, you just short-circuited the. And it's not recording. God, it stuck to me.
All right, here
It's
we
like
go.
the blog. Nice. See, that was
That's
a
a
good
cute little one.
Yeah.
Well, here, give me your glass first. You
Oh,
get the first tap out of this. And we'll be a little bit nicer since we've got a few to go.
Yes.
one. Interesting. I'm intrigued.
Now, the strange part of this, we call it strange, is that we're going right after this sweet stuff. Now, I did drink some water because I don't
well,
have
that's
that
why
magic cracker.
I'd be intrigued.
Yeah,
To
but-
see like how Warwick, if he thinks that it's
Or Warwick.
It's
Warwick.
pronounced
Warwick.
Warwick.
I'll get it one of these days. I'm going to say it, and you're probably going to get scared and be like, "Who are you?"
They're all fake names anyway. Yeah, we all
Yeah.
have fake names.
I think everybody knows that from
Yeah.
dumbass. Me, dumbass. Okay, so smell on this one. I'm getting sweetness. I don't know if you guys are getting that. I'm getting a little honey.
I'm smelling alcohol. And it just
Taking a hit.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant
Yeah.
observation.
seeing as alcohol doesn't
You're
smell
a
it.
genius.
You are effing awesome.
I smell whiskey.
Yeah. Well, and maybe that's what I mean.
I don't know. I smell sweet. I'm getting honey notes, but
I'm getting a lot of honey notes. Totally agree.
this is Revival, so this Heaven's Door Revival.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm taking my first sip. Whoa.
I'm on my third
Oh,
already,
that's a
so
little.
I'll talk while you guys are
Yeah,
doing
go
this. So
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's got some kick to it.
I came across Heaven's Door when they had a quick sale.
Did they get you in trouble? Sorry.
like Miggs.
For some
Yeah.
reason, they sent me to the
Look at the
basement. I don't know why they sent me to the basement. At Benny's, they were having a flash sale on it. Limit one per customer kind of thing. So usually when they do that kind of thing, they're just getting people to try something, but it's good, so they don't want you to, they want you to love it and come back and buy it, but
Yep.
when it's full price, right?
Yep.
So they just do that flash sale, and if you're there that day, you get it. If you're not, you're not. And I bought a bottle of it, and I read up on it, and as one does, did my research on it, it was excellent whiskey. I mean, it was really good. It was a basic bourbon that I got. I haven't tried their rye.
So do you think you effectively had this one, the Revelation?
I've had these two,
Okay.
but I have not had the rye.
I got something that you haven't had.
That's absolutely true. It's not that hard. There's a billion whiskeys out there.
Yes.
That 80s thing we did, or whatever, not the 80s, the under 30 bourbons, there's a bunch I haven't tried, with good reason, and
Yeah.
we found out.
Yes.
So, all right, is everybody
So,
3 sips
yeah.
in yet?
I am 2 1/4.
Okay.
This is a single digit for me.
Single digits.
Single digit for me. I can't fuck this one up.
Digit. It's French.
To get.
It's French.
So do you say GIF or GIF then?
I say Jif.
I say GIF, but it is supposed to be GIF, but
It's-
it's stupid to call it a GIF. It's a GIF.
Jif.
Okay.
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 1,
2.
3.
oh, yeah.
Ooh, a little across the board. You had the high one.
Yeah, I did, because I've had this before. In fact, I probably have a bottle in my bar.
I would have given it a higher score, but I was afraid I was going to fuck up the
Well,
barrels.
what did you end up though? 3.5?
I would have probably gone 3 1/2, but I gave it a 3.
Okay, all right. So
I'm being stingy, but
I'm
it was
surprised
good.
you guys don't. I mean, this is a great bourbon. It's a little on the high side price wise, but not that bad. Probably 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
Depending on which one you get.
Yeah.
Like the rye, I definitely think is closer to 70. But it's just an excellent, smooth, sweet, honey-like Scotch. I would call it a sweet Scotch if I hadn't had this. Right? I still guess it's a sweet Scotch, but
Scotch.
it's certainly got a lot more of that sweetness to it than some other bourbons of its same level.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike it. I just, it's not necessarily something that I didn't really like it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think
okay.
it's
Fair enough.
okay.
You give it a what? 2.5.
You rated it the
2.5.
same as this, I believe, didn't
Right.
you?
Turn off your notifications.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
We know you're popular.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's one of these things where, again, for me, a 2.5
Spam.
is still an average.
Absolutely.
An average
It-
score.
it's
Yeah,
a-
you're always
it's-
thinking of the long game.
Yeah, 2.5. It's right in the middle, so I don't know if you'd call it good.
Deuce
It's
and a
not
half.
good. It's not bad.
It's average.
Yeah, it's average. This is.
How
above
do you
average,
think?
I think.
Okay, my question to you: how do you think the Von
rated it
Payne
the
might have
same.
affected it, or did it affect it at all?
Well, I can't really know that unless we wait like several hours and allow my taste buds to calm down and try it again. But
Oh, that was right after.
Wow,
This
you got logic right in your face.
but I mean, I don't think that I had like sweetness in my mouth.
No, I don't think so either. I drank some water.
You know,
and tried
I
to
drank
clean it
water.
up.
I swilled the thing out. It's like, and again, it's like it's perfectly pleasant. And you know, if it was a choice of this versus Kirkland's, whatever
Oh,
it was,
Jesus. Well, come on.
obviously,
I would hope.
I would pick this.
You rated them both the same. Which would you have picked between these two?
So truly, if I was at a bar, I would have gone for the Von Payne purely because of how fucking cool the bottle looks.
Oh, God.
No, no, no. I mean, if you're at a bar,
And you know,
you don't
and
get to keep the bottle.
and I know what what
But he wants to look cool getting.
I would
the Von
probably
Payne.
still get this.
Even
'cause
though
of
they
how-
pour it behind the curtain and then
I
bring
would,
it
I
out
would say
to
make
you.
sure you pour it in front of me.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what you do with a Pappy's.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
need that poured in front.
I don't know. You know, maybe I should change. I don't know. I'll
I
keep my
could drink
number.
that all night long. This
I-
I can have one or two.
I agree. Like so maybe I should up my score. Okay, you convinced me. I'll go to a
Yep.
straight 3.
There you go.
Oh.
Straight three. Straight three.
Versus a
It's
gay
de-
three.
it's definitely more enjoyable than the Von Payne. So yeah, I mean
To me, this is more of, like you said before, like an aperitif versus a daily drinker.
right.
Yeah,
That's all.
I could see that.
Yeah, and the bottle size means you can put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
And yeah, bring it with
You
you
could be that drunk guy on the side of the road.
while you're going off road in the Bronco and just
Yeah.
take a little.
Okay, so you finised? Did you swirl, swiggle, whatever you got to do?
Oh wow.
And then,
Okay,
so
hold on.
we were saving rye for last, or are we not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably because
It'll be real peppery, I'm
It'll
sure.
be a kick in the nuts.
But I mean, I'm okay with that. I like rye.
Ow! I got a fucking cut from that. How the hell did that happen?
okay.
All right, you should pour this one.
I do have a suggestion.
Oh,
This set.
As we're at 27 minutes,
Oh,
We gonna split this up?
should we
save those for the movie.
save those for the movie?
But then we can't talk about them as much because we got a movie to talk about. We'll do this one, and we'll save the rye for the movie. No, there's
Okay.
a little less time on that.
I'm just trying to make.
Oh, I get it.
Okay,
that-
so
I
we gotta
dig
be
it.
quick.
I dig it.
Go for it.
Dude,
Yeah, it's you,
You got
man.
it.
That's your thing. I don't like to steal.
Truly,
But
just
it's
steal your
your
show.
bourbon.
I know all the numbers say that I should be on there more often, but
that's because everybody thinks you look like Nicolas Cage. Oh,
that's a good one. I think that was better than the last one.
just a little bit.
yeah, I agree. We'll do a little bit lighter on this one.
Okay. All right.
And this is
Yep. Yeah. You're
next to it.
So this is Revelation.
This
This
is
is Revelation.
Revelation, which was that is the double barrel whiskey.
And it's so funny.
Double barrel. Okay, so hold on. So this is
Oh.
double barrel. I mean, this is important information.
Yes.
So it's double barreled,
Double aged.
but it's higher proof.
Yes.
Also.
Yes.
So
By
aging it
8.
usually makes it a little smoother, but this is a higher proof. We're not talking cask strength or anything. But what was it? It was 100 and
100
Yeah, it was
proof.
100 proof.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why would they double age it?
Double age it gives it. Well, it's supposed to make it smoother, so it's supposed to combat that whole. Unless they do the double oak. A lot of people do double oak, which is the same thing as
Do
double
most-
aging it, but it's in fresh barrels.
Do most of those double barrels then have less proof?
Well,
or do they
no.
still hit the 100 point?
No, because it comes out of the barrel. Remember, it comes out as a barrel strength, so it comes out as like, pretty high proof. They proof it down with water to get
okay.
it to a level they want. So the fact that they left this up there, but they aged it more, and it might not be aged longer actually. Now that I think about that, a double barrel doesn't mean it's aged for 6 years and then they put it in another barrel for another 6 years.
Yeah, but there has to be some level of time. Otherwise, what would be the point of putting it in the second
But they
barrel?
might split that time. So if it's a
Yeah.
4-year bourbon, they do 2 years in one barrel.
Yeah,
2
they might
years in
do
a
3
fresh
and
barrel.
3.
You get more oak flavor out of that. So
Oh yeah.
See
I
now,
can
so
see
then
that.
how does that happen? Because you're losing
Double
some
barrel.
evaporation through the barrel process, right?
Sure,
so then
sure.
Do they add more into the next second barrel, or is it a smaller barrel so that it doesn't?
I don't know.
Okay.
I honestly don't know
Interesting.
that. I would say they just put the same whatever's in that barrel in the next new barrel.
Because I don't think really there's a significant amount of evaporation. In other
For
words,
if it's a 2-year and a 2-year
Yeah, that's
in another
true.
barrel.
That's true. Yeah, that makes sense.
it's like if you're in a water barrels, 50 gallons.
There's all kinds of barrels. I've got one at home that's like a 70. No, I don't have a 70. I have a 30-gallon. And then the bigger ones I think are bigger than that, like 75-gallon-ish.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
But yeah, anyways, bottom line is it's like
Right.
I doubt they're losing much more than an ounce of.
Even if it's a couple ounces, it doesn't
Right.
matter. Yeah, I agree.
So this is definitely got to do the rating first.
Okay, I got my barrels ready.
You got your ducks in a row.
Okay, I think I did it right.
All right. Interesting.
Interessante. All right.
Dynamite.
Got to get. Actually, I only got one sip in.
Okay, I think I got 4 in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 2 sips, but I'm good. Yeah, I got them.
Do it.
Okay. 1.
Dos.
Trace.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
3.5.
Logan?
I did it right on my first try.
3.5.
2.5.
2.5, and I'm right in the middle. Tree.
Okay.
So, well, you did low. Let's hear
Yeah,
yours.
I'll
let's
do
hear
it.
what
You
the
lowball. You've been lowballing all this shit.
I know
tonight.
that's what you said.
Sorry, it's not a Lafroy.
So
Lafroy.
Lagavulin.
Lafrogue.
Lafroy.
But to me,
Hey.
it's like again. So comparing like for like. I mean, if I gave that a 3, I think this is. Was actually a more enjoyable drink than this was.
Totally agree.
This is just a little bit hotter.
Yep.
And so I am intrigued why they would do the double aged double barrel thing.
So you
More
don't like
oak
the
flavor, more wood
stiffness
flavor.
of this one? It doesn't come out properly. for you?
Wow.
Wow.
The innuendos
what a
are flowing
child.
out of the. What a little bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, it's again. I think it's perfectly fine. I just, in comparison to that I gave a 3 to, I think this is close, but I'll go to a 2.5.
Okay.
Okay. And you were at the high end,
I was.
which is 3.5.
I prefer, if I had to choose, this would definitely be like a daily, this one, daily sipper. This one I feel like is kind of perfect for kind of the few weeks that I've had. It's got the nice little extra burn for it.
A little more kicky in the face.
Yeah, but it doesn't kick you in the face. It's just enough. I think it's slightly more than the other, which obviously
Which
it
we're
is.
going
but
from
it's
90 to 100,
92
right?
to
Yeah.
100, so it's not much,
92
but
to 100.
It's like
but
a
I feel like it's more
10%
prominent.
difference.
Yeah, yeah. It's more prominent that burn, and I think that was kind of what I needed for today. So yeah,
Do you feel better?
Okay,
Do you
all
feel
right.
better now?
I do.
So you're rating it situationally.
I am.
Okay.
Which
all
I
right.
do a lot of times.
That's fine. That's the way life goes.
Because I don't want to live like a refugee.
You mean a refuge?
A refuge.
Refuge. Anyway,
Refugga.
so the daily sippers, to me, anything that's proof to 100 or higher is for mixing. Right?
Okay.
Because it's the high proof and you still want to taste the alcohol when you mix it with something else.
Right.
So you got to put in, like, honestly, because I'm trying to use up all that fucking bourbon we bought for the,
Yes.
anyway. I've been mixing, like, if I do a Coke or if I do a whiskey sour or whatever, I use like the Wild Turkey 101 or something, just because then I can still taste it, right? And yeah, I could just add more bourbon, but that's not the point. You got to mix the right mixtures. It's stronger, so you get that little kick that you want.
Yep.
But as a sipper, man, it's just it's too hot for that.
Okay.
I enjoyed it, but here's what I don't like about double oaked
Ooh.
whiskeys.
Okay.
Is that's more oak flavor. And that's
Yeah.
not the part I'm looking for out of a bourbon.
Okay.
I like the oak aging. I like the charred oak aging out of it. But you put more wood into it, that's a totally different profile than the sweeter honey-like off of the, what I consider more proper aging out of a barrel. So basically, we're going for something that had a little bit more wood taste to it.
But is that their
and
intention, to
that's
be a
not
little
my-
rougher around the edges?
It's not necessarily rougher, because I don't know how long they aged it.
Well, that's where the double barrel's supposed to smooth it out, you're saying.
Well, if they age it longer, in other words, I'm saying if this is a 4-year and then this is a 4-year plus 2 in another barrel or something, that's more of a finish.
Okay.
But you're putting it in a straight oak barrel, so you're not getting any actual different profiles to it. You're just getting the
stronger.
fucking oak.
Okay.
Do you think they go into this saying, "Hey, we're going to double barrel this," Or do you-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because
a-
all this
as
is
a-
trial and error, right?
Well,
Like-
and that's where I'm going. In other words, it's like, or do you think there's a certain amount of, obviously, they're always tasting it throughout the fermentation process
Correct.
or whatever.
Correct.
And they get to that 2-year mark, and someone's like, oh, this is just, no, this is not getting enough flavor from the barrel. We need to move it to a different barrel.
Not at all. Not at all. I know they taste that stuff, but
See, that's got to be hard planning-wise, right?
right, they plan things to be certain ways for whatever reason. So they'll do 200 barrels that are going to be finished off in sherry casks. They'll do 200 barrels that'll go into more barrels for a double oak. And they have other ones that'll just stay there for an extra couple years to get a little bit more.
And now these barrels,
sweetness
are
out
they
of it.
staying in? They're staying in like outhouse type things. So it's like out in the elements type stuff, or is some of them? Yeah. This one tastes like shit.
They put them in the toilet. They do. It's toilet wine, and if you were a prisoner like me, you would know that.
No, but I had seen like, I don't know, it was
Explains a lot.
a few years back that one of these places that they stored them, which was like just some old giant wooden building, had collapsed.
Oh
and they
yes,
lost,
that
like,
was.
God knows how
Was
many-
that who was that? Heaven Hill.
It may have been. It may have been. But yeah, they lost
remember
quite a
that.
few barrels, which at
Right.
that point I'd have been drinking the water, or because I think it
So,
seeped into the.
so here's the thing. Just like Jefferson Ocean, temperature, exposure to the elements makes a difference. Tennessee has the water, it has the change in temperature, but it also has the heat, right? And not, because it's not just cold that does it, it's heat to cold to heat to cold to heat to cold, right?
Because that's
and-
the into the wood, out of the
Right.
wood. into
You
the wood.
got it, exactly. So it leaves a
I'm
little
learning.
bourbon in there, brings a little flavor of the wood out. It's the
Ding, ding,
char
ding.
that makes a lot of that
More you
difference
know.
too.
Yeah.
Because that char in the wood makes it different.
Okay.
So
Does it? Okay, before you go further, sorry.
okay.
I'm trying to learn.
No.
Do you, does that charring matter like how you char it? If that makes sense. So is it, you just take a flamethrower with propane and go at it? Or is it, okay, this
Well,
one's
not
got to
propane, but-
it's got to be burnt, with over some sort of stocked up wood that
Virgins.
cherry virgins.
no,
Virgins.
they
Yes, dead virgins.
They basically they shoot flame into the barrels.
Yeah.
At least I can vouch for some of the distilleries do this. I don't know if everyone does this. But they shoot the flame into the barrel to char it, and the barrel catches fire, and they let it burn for a certain amount of time before they put it out.
Okay.
Because they want that.
But that's what
char
I'm wondering,
on
is
it.
that initial burn, is it,
But it's not a difference of like how they burn it or what temperature they burn
Okay.
it at, or everybody kind of does the same thing, because really all that is preparing the wood to be more susceptible to the in and out.
So
absorption.
okay, I've never tangent to your tangent.
let's do it.
So
double tangent.
A double tangent.
As we get him more drunk, let's keep asking
Yeah.
questions like this. I need the science behind this now.
So it's. Do you think that the idea of burning the inside of the, we know, anyone who has somehow got on some YouTube rabbit hole of watching people build sheds outside and they burn the outside of the wood because it seals the wood
Japanese
and therefore makes it
technique.
waterproof.
Right. It doesn't make it waterproof. It makes it more resistant to decay from weather.
Oh, okay, okay. So
Well, that's a
but-
distinction.
But still, right? I guess. Yeah.
But
I
that
know
probably
what you're
depends
saying.
on the wood, too.
But
right?
but I guess my point is, do you think the original reason why they burnt the inside of the barrels was to protect them from having liquid in them for extended periods of time?
No.
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 Like they knew going in that, hey, burning this is.
Or did somebody just
gonna
stumble upon it? They're like
Yes.
accidentally left it upon.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
no, not the stumble upon
Oh,
part,
damn
but
it.
yes,
they,
do
they
it.
knew
tried.
they knew that burning the inside of the stays on the inside
Correct.
is going to produce a certain flavor when the liquid is.
And do they wait
Correct.
until it's
It's a
done
bit of
charring
a
and
filter.
it's not smoky at that point, or do they like hurry up and try to seal it off so that you get some of that extra smoke in
No,
there?
no, it's
Okay.
nothing about. They're not going for the smoke, as far as I understand it. Let me paraphrase this whole thing with saying, I am not a whiskey expert.
Yes, you are. In this group,
I-
you
more,
are.
more than us.
I
Yes.
do not know everything there is to know about whiskey.
Disclaimer.
But to my understanding, you char it so it's more susceptible to in and out. To your point, giggity. To your point, what they do, the shinsu or sharsu, write in the comments what that really is when they burn wood for houses and stuff, makes it less susceptible to decay no bugs can get in it, that kind of thing. It doesn't make it waterproof or weatherproof. It just keeps it from rotting away and decaying, so the wood will last longer.
Okay.
So barrel staves, that's why they can reuse these barrels over and over too, because that doesn't. But if they were to do that to the barrel and it would seal it so the whiskey couldn't get into the wood, that would defeat the purpose.
Oh, good point.
Also, we're talking about a bit of a filter. Charcoal is a bit of a filter.
Yeah,
We're talking
that
wood
makes sense.
charcoal in this case, which is a bit of a filter for it, right? So it kind of cleans itself. Although, if you've ever seen videos where they tap a fresh barrel, there's a bunch of black crap in there because it's charred.
I'd love to try.
You know, there's
that I
ash.
think would add.
Oh my God! Can you imagine being with the guy that has to sample it? I would love that. I would love
Now,
that.
here's another question: do they turn the barrels at all?
Do they what?
Turn, or is it no? We
so-
set it in here and it ain't moving for 3 years.
No, they
or 4 years.
absolutely turn it.
Okay.
So what they do is, in a typical arrangement, the buildings are pretty tall. These are big
Yeah,
ass
it was
buildings.
a big ass building. I saw that picture.
They
of
have the
class.
stuff that's at the top gets more susceptible to the in and out of temperature exchange than the barrels at the bottom.
Yep.
Sure.
So Jack Daniels, Buffalo Trace, some of these other ones have systems where they rotate the barrels. So these barrels go down a little rack thing, and then the next ones get shifted up there, and they move them down. And then another month, and they shift it again, and they keep shifting it, and the whole time the barrel rolls. Because you could think at the top of the barrel, it would be that little gap of air, little pocket of air, that there's nothing getting into that wood.
Yep.
Part of the wood sealing is the moisture from the whiskey that gets into the wood that seals the wood, because you're talking two planks butted up against each other, right?
Yep.
Come on, if it's dry, that wood's going to
Sure.
seep right out. Wood shrinks when it's dry, it expands when it's wet. So they count on it to be wet so it expands, and that seals the barrel.
Okay.
Right? So if they leave a barrel out for too long, it dries up, it shrinks, there's gaps all over the place. Right? So they rotate it, they rotate the barrels, they rotate their height, they rotate where they sit in the building constantly.
Nice.
Because they want that even aging.
Do you think they do it like they do it at dry cleaners?
On a conveyor belt?
Yeah.
It's very
And they have a guy
similar.
that sits down there like.
It's very similar.
Yeah.
No,
they've
it came
got-
with that stain.
They've got these racks. They've got some in Jack Daniel's distillery, I know, where they push them on this little thing that's just two tracks, looks like a little railroad track, and the barrel just goes on this. If they shift it from one building to another, they just let it, kick it down. Somebody receives it, and they kick the next one down. And they just, that's the job I want.
Yes.
Just kicking whiskey barrels.
Kicking
down.
the barrel
Kicking
down
whiskey
the road.
barrels and being the tester.
And being the test. All right, so I want to work at a distillery.
Hopefully you can do both.
All right,
Okay,
that
so
we're
was
at about
way
43
too long.
minutes.
So we're at 43 minutes, so we should probably end
Yeah, all
this
right,
one.
let's
Yeah,
end it.
we're going to save
Let's
this
end it.
for the next.
Merry
So-
Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. Merry Kwanzaa?
Merry Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
What's the other one? Isn't there another one?
Hanukkah.
Festivus? Is Festivus?
Festivus. Some people do.
What's Festivus?
Festivus for the rest of
For
us.
the rest of us.
Come on.
No.
You never watched Seinfeld?
Fight your father.
I guess I have. All I know is Junior Mints.
Oh, that's a good episode.
Thanks for coming, everybody. We appreciate it. Stick around. We've got a big all-Christmas episode coming up on the 25th, where we're going to review what movie?
Terminator 3.
No, wrong
Jesus
T3.
Christ.
No, sorry.
No.
Oh, sorry. Terrifier 3.
There you go.
You had one
Actually,
shot.
Terminator.
One shot.
Terrifier.
One
Yeah.
response.
We'll see you on Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Peace out.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Be sure to follow us on social media.
How come you got more?
Because you're lame. You don't know what to say.
What are we supposed to do? Like, just like,
You-
like
Logan,
time
I
it
could
all
have been like,
out?
tune into the next
You
one
keep
or something.
screwing it
Yeah,
up.
but-
You're going to knock
Okay,
it
this is
out
like take
airtime.
15. And like, I only screwed up like 3 of them. You screwed up like
Look,
8.
we're just going to keep this one, okay?
This is the one.
This is
All right,
it.
This
We're
one
done.
right here.
Finish
Okay,
it.
done.
And